Describe a crowded place you went to. General ideas. 1. Introduction, 0 to 15 seconds. Mention that you occasionally find yourself in crowded environments. Explain that such places can be both exciting and overwhelming. Highlight that the experience left a strong impression on you. 2. Where the place was, 15 to 35 seconds. Could be a popular shopping mall, festival, market, stadium, or tourist site. Located in the capital city, a coastal town, or an internationally known landmark. Surrounded by restaurants, shops, or cultural attractions. 3. When you went there, 35 to 65 seconds. During a holiday season, weekend, or national festival. Maybe it was a special occasion, such as New Year, a concert, or a sports event. The timing contributed to the large crowd. 4. How many people were there / what it was like, 65 to 95 seconds. Thousands of people moving in all directions, creating a noisy atmosphere. Long queues for tickets, food, or public transport. Bright lights, loud music, or enthusiastic voices filled the space. 5. How you felt about the experience, 95 to 115 seconds. At first, you felt a bit anxious or uncomfortable because of the crowd. Later, you started enjoying the energy, vibrancy, and collective excitement. You appreciated the sense of community, even though it was exhausting. 6. Conclusion, 115 to 120 seconds. Visiting that crowded place was unforgettable. It taught you how to remain calm and adaptable in busy environments. Despite the chaos, you would still like to experience it again for the atmosphere. 1. Introduction, 0 to 15 seconds. Ideas. 1. Visiting crowded places, part of social life, common in big cities. 2. Special events attract large gatherings, lively atmosphere. 3. Mixed feelings, excitement plus slight discomfort. Model sentences. I'd like to talk about a time when I visited a really crowded place, which reminded me how social life often revolves around large gatherings. I chose this example because it was a special event that attracted a huge number of people and created a lively, bustling atmosphere. To be honest, I had mixed feelings about it, since I was both fascinated by the energy and slightly uncomfortable with the crowd. 2. Where the place was, 15 to 35 seconds. Ideas. 1. Shopping mall, city center, full of stores and entertainment. 2. Festival ground, open space, cultural or national celebration. 3. Stadium/concert hall, sports event, music show, performance. Model sentences. The place I'm referring to was a large shopping mall located right in the city center, which is usually busy, but was even more crowded that day. Alternatively, I could mention a festival ground where people gathered to celebrate a national holiday with music and traditional performances. Another example is a stadium where I once attended a football match, and it was filled with thousands of enthusiastic fans. 3. When you went there 35 to 65 seconds. Ideas. 1. Holiday season, New Year, Christmas, National Day. 2. Weekend naturally attracts more visitors. 3. Special occasion concert, sports match, public event. Model sentences. I went there during the New Year holiday, when almost everyone seemed to be out shopping or enjoying entertainment. In fact, it happened on a weekend, which explained why the place was much busier than usual. It was also a special occasion because there was a concert scheduled, and that attracted a much larger crowd than normal. How many people / what it was like 65 to 95 seconds. Ideas. 1. Thousands of people moving in all directions, long queues. 2. Atmosphere noisy, energetic, full of music and lights. 3. Facilities difficult to find seats, crowded transport, packed shops. Model sentences. There were literally thousands of people, all moving in different directions, and I had to stand in long queues just to get inside. The atmosphere was noisy but energetic, with music, bright lights, and the constant sound of people talking and laughing. To be honest, it was hard to find a seat or even move around comfortably, since the shops and transport facilities were completely packed. 5. How you felt about the experience. 95 to 115 seconds. Ideas. 1. Uncomfortable, too noisy, lack of personal space. 2. Excited, shared energy, collective joy, sense of belonging. 3. Balanced view, tiring but memorable. Model sentences. At first, I felt a little uncomfortable because of the lack of personal space and the overwhelming noise. However, as time went on, I started to enjoy the excitement, since everyone was in such high spirits, and there was a sense of togetherness. Overall, although it was tiring, I considered it a memorable experience that gave me a new perspective on how people enjoy crowded places. Conclusion. 115 to 120 seconds. Ideas. 1. Unforgettable experience, stands out in memory. 2. Valuable lesson, how to stay calm and adaptable in crowds. 3. Would repeat despite discomfort, worth experiencing again. Model sentences. To sum up, this visit to a crowded place was an unforgettable experience that really stands out in my memory. It taught me a valuable lesson about how to stay calm and adaptable in overwhelming situations. Even though it was exhausting, I wouldn't mind experiencing it again because of the unique atmosphere it created. One crowded place I still remember vividly is Times Square in New York City, which is widely recognized as one of the busiest and most iconic landmarks in the world. I had always heard about its dazzling lights and energetic atmosphere. So when I finally had the chance to visit, it was both overwhelming and exciting. Geographically, Times Square is located right in the heart of Manhattan. I went there last summer during my short trip to the United States, and since it was peak tourist season, the entire area was absolutely packed with people from all over the world. It felt like the perfect representation of New York's reputation as a global city that never sleeps. In terms of what it was like, the square was filled with massive digital billboards, street performers, and endless shops and theaters. I remember standing in the middle of the crowd, surrounded by neon lights flashing in every direction. The atmosphere was a mixture of chaos and vibrancy. On one side, tourists were taking pictures, while on the other, locals rushed to catch the subway or attend Broadway shows. As for how many people were there, honestly felt like thousands. At times, I could barely move because the sidewalks were so crowded. I even had to hold onto my friend's hand to avoid being separated in the sea of people. It was a little overwhelming, but at the same time, it made me realize how popular and dynamic the place was. Regarding how I felt about the whole experience, it was definitely a mixture of excitement and exhaustion. On one hand, I was amazed by the energy, diversity, and spectacle of the place, which made me feel like I was in the center of the world. On the other hand, the noise, traffic, and sheer number of people were a bit stressful and even tiring after a while. To sum up, visiting Times Square was an unforgettable experience because it gave me a real taste of New York's fast-paced lifestyle. Even though I wouldn't want to stay there too long, I'm glad I got to witness it at least once, since it's truly a one-of-a-kind destination that leaves a lasting impression on anyone who visits. Vocabulary highlights: iconic landmark, a world-famous, instantly recognizable place, collocations. Iconic building, iconic destination, dazzling lights, extremely bright and impressive lights, collocations. Dazzling display, dazzling performance, that energetic atmosphere, lively, full of activity and excitement, collocations. Vibrant atmosphere, dynamic energy, that peak tourist season, the busiest period for visitors, collocations. Peak holiday season, tourist crowds, that massive billboards. Very large advertising screens or posters, collocations. Billboard advertising, flashing billboard. Neon lights, bright, colorful electric lights, collocations. Neon signs, neon glow. Sea of people, a very large crowd, collocations. Lost in a sea of people, surrounded by a sea of faces. That fast-paced lifestyle, busy, rapid way of living in big cities, collocations. Adapt to a fast-paced lifestyle. Stressful pace, that lasting impression. A strong memory that remains, collocations. Make a lasting impression, unforgettable impression. That unforgettable experience. Something that will never be forgotten, collocations. Unforgettable journey, unforgettable moment. Grammar insights. Relative clause for detail. Example, Times Square in New York City, which is widely recognized as one of the busiest landmarks, was unforgettable. Why? Adds background smoothly, without starting a new sentence. Past continuous for scene setting. Example, people were rushing to catch the subway while others were taking pictures. Why? Describes simultaneous actions in a vivid way. Exaggeration/approximation with quantifiers. Example, it honestly felt like thousands of people were there. Why? Emphasizes the overwhelming nature of the crowd. Contrast with connectors. Example, on one hand, I was amazed. On the other hand, it was stressful. Why? Shows balanced evaluation, a band 9 quality. Cleft for emphasis. Example, what impressed me most was the dazzling lights. Why? Draws examiner's attention to key details. Tips. Add numbers thousands, hundreds. To describe scale boosts clarity. Balance facts, location, season, number of people, and feelings overwhelmed, amazed. Use crowd-related collocations like sea of people packed with tourists. Peak season. Examiner sees topic-specific vocabulary. Show contrast in emotions. Excitement versus exhaustion. Proves reflection, not just description. Always wrap up with a takeaway, lasting impression, unforgettable experience. Create strong closure. Band 9 qualities in the model answer. Excellent topic vocabulary. Crowds, city life, atmosphere. Smooth grammar range. Relatives, continuous tenses, clefts, contrasts. Logical structure. Intro, location, description, number of people, feelings, conclusion. Personal reflection mixed with vivid imagery. Natural fluency markers. Honestly, at the same time, to sum up. Once crowded place, a location filled with many people. 2. Iconic landmark, a world-famous, instantly recognizable sight. 3. Dazzling lights, extremely bright and impressive lighting. 4. Energetic atmosphere, lively and full of activity. 5. Peak tourist season, the busiest time for visitors. 6. Packed with people, completely full of individuals. 7. Street performers, entertainers performing in public spaces. 8. Endless shops, numerous stores in one area. 9. Theaters and entertainment, places offering performances or shows. 10. Heart of Manhattan, central area of Manhattan. 11. Tourist destination, a place popular for travelers. 12. Special event, a noteworthy or organized occasion. 13. National holiday, a day celebrated officially in a country. 14. Weekend crowd, increased visitors due to weekend. 15. Long queues, lines of people waiting for something. 16. Neon lights, bright, colorful electric lighting. 17. Massive billboards, very large advertising boards. 18. Simultaneous actions, events happening at the same time. 19. Sea of people, extremely large group of people. 20. Overwhelming noise, very loud and intense sound. 21 vibrant energy, full of life and excitement. 22 urban hustle, busy and fast-moving city activity. 23 sidewalk congestion, crowding on pedestrian paths. 24 excited visitors, people feeling thrilled or enthusiastic. 25 personal space, area immediately surrounding a person. 26 shared experience, event experienced collectively. 27 sense of togetherness, feeling connected with others. 28 fast-paced lifestyle, rapid and busy way of living. 29 city center, main part of a city, often commercial. 30 street crowd, people gathered in public streets. 31 brightly illuminated, well lit, visually striking. 32 overwhelmed by the crowd, feeling stressed by many people. 33 cultural hub, center of culture and activities. 34 historical significance, importance related to history. 35 popular attraction, well-known site visited by many. 36 public transport, buses, subways, trains used by citizens. 37 social interaction, communicating or engaging with others. 38 tourist hotspot, very popular place among travelers. 39 memorable experience, an event that is easily remembered. 40 unforgettable visit, a trip that leaves a lasting impression. 31 brightly illuminated, well lit, visually striking. 32 overwhelmed by the crowd, feeling stressed by many people. 33 cultural hub, center of culture and activities. 34 historical significance, importance related to history. 35 popular attraction, well-known site visited by many. 36 public transport, buses, subways, trains used by citizens. 37 social interaction, communicating or engaging with others. 38 tourist hotspot, very popular place among travelers. 39 memorable experience, an event that is easily remembered. 40 unforgettable visit, a trip that leaves a lasting impression.